Ladies and gentlemen, my warm greetings to you all. I'm glad to deliver these brief remarks at this important regional forum of Central Asian countries. I welcome Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan's authorities' presence here and their readiness to actively cooperate with members of the Central Asian Network on the right to adequate housing. I'd like to recognize the role of the Central Asian Network on the right to adequate housing and the role of civil society in general, which remains critical in the struggle for all human rights, especially the right to adequate housing. Especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, when the entire society and government need to be mobilized to tackle the challenges, including on ensuring safe and adequate housing and protection of homeless peoples. Indeed, during COVID-19, housing has become the front line, and having a safe and adequate home to retreat to has meant the difference between life and death. It is important in this connection to recall the guidance note issued by my mandate on COVID-19 and homelessness. I would like to call upon the state representatives here to strengthen the monitoring of violations of the right of citizens during any seizure of property or housing, especially if such seizure results from or leads to discrimination, including against ethnic minorities. Such discriminatory seizures are contrary to international law. It is also critical that before seizures, property or house owners and occupiers must be afforded the opportunity to fully participate in the decisions, including the question of determining appropriate compensation and the question of relocation or alternative to housing or property. In general, I call upon the participants here, including states and civil society representatives, to strengthen the measures to implement the appropriate international legal rules and the relevant UN recommendations, which will benefit greatly from judicial protection of citizens from forced evictions. Such legal rules include General Comment Number 7 on forced evictions, as well as the guiding principles on development-based evictions and the guidelines on security of tenure issued by my predecessors. Access to justice, including the ability to rely on independent and effective courts, is also key to ensuring respect for the right to housing, as emphasized in these rules and guidelines. To conclude, I would like to end by encouraging the activities of human rights NGOs involved in the protection of citizens whose rights are violated, including the right to housing, and in particular, enable such NGOs to assist the protection of rights which are violated by seizures of homes or removal of housing. Thank you very much.